What are the best electric cars and SUVs that you can buy for 2023? That is what we are going to find out in today's video, where we are going to master the process of car buying and ownership. The electric car market is changing extremely quickly, with the technology improving almost every year, and many brand new EVs are going to be coming on the market over the next few years too. But what if you can't wait for tomorrow's technology and want to buy an electric vehicle right now? What exactly are the best electric vehicles that you can buy at the moment, from affordable to premium cars to SUVs, in terms of their performance, range, price, and reliability? Well, stick around until the end of the video because that's what we are going to find out. So first, we are going to discuss the BMW i4. This one is obviously on the more expensive premium end of the list, but if you are considering buying a compact or mid-sized luxury car and were thinking of buying something that's fully electric, the BMW i4 is a very good choice. The i4 is BMW's first go at a fully electric sports sedan, and the one that's basically designed to take on Tesla, with very similar performance, range, and price. But with the benefits of BMW ownership, the i4 does have a very impressive driving range with up to 30 miles or 480 kilometers on one charge with the base model eDrive 40. It is important to mention that the base model of the i4 is rear-wheel drive. So if you want to have a all-wheel drive, you will need to upgrade to the high-performance M50. Either way, the i4 is an incredible driving car with very impressive performance and handling, which is what you would expect from a BMW. It also has a well-designed interior with an excellent build quality, a very good infotainment system, and a lot of interior space and cargo space with that rear hatchback body style. And the pricing for the i4 is actually quite reasonable. It's very similar in price to the gas-powered M340i, which has very similar space and performance. So you are not really paying much of a premium in order to go EV. So if you're thinking of buying a luxury car that happens to be electric, the i4 is a really solid choice. So with that one out of the wish list, we move on to the next model, which is going to be the Ford Mustang Mach E. It was Ford's first proper attempt at a dedicated electric vehicle. And as far as electric crossover SUVs go, this is a pretty good one. The Mach E offers a lot of different options depending on what you want and your budget. You can go with rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, or a standard range or long-range battery with up to 300 miles or 480 kilometers of range. You can even go for a super high-performance GT model, which gives you really impressive acceleration and handling. If that is what you are looking for, in any case, the Mach E is a great driving crossover with good ride, quality, excellent handling, and very impressive acceleration. You also get a surprisingly nice interior with really high build quality, lots of great features, and really good technology too. It's also quite spacious with a good amount of room in both rear seats, a decent-sized cargo area, and even some cargo space underneath the hood too. The Mach E is on the expensive side, even for an EV crossover, but given everything that it offers, we can think that it's a really good package. And now moving on to the next one, it is the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Volvo plans to make its entire car lineup fully electric by 2030, and if the XC40 Recharge is any indication of that, it should be a very impressive lineup. It has a very attractive combination of design, excellent build quality, lots of great features and tech, plenty of interior space, and really good performance too. You're getting a more premium version of the Mach E at a similar price with some even better technology. But even though the XC40 is clearly a really well-designed EV with surprisingly strong performance too, it does lack a little bit when it comes to the driving range, which is only around 200 miles or 360 kilometers, well below most of its rivals. If that range works for you, however, then the XC40 Recharge is a great small luxury SUV, especially for someone who wants to go fully electric. Now on to the next one, which is the Chevrolet Bolt EUV. As far as affordable EVs go, the Bolt just might be the best option on the market right now. The pricing is incredibly attractive, well below almost every other EV that you can buy. This makes it a really attractive package, and it's not as if GM is really cutting a lot of corners with the Bolt either. For one thing, it has a very good driving range of around 260 miles and 400 kilometers on one charge. Now, because it uses GM's older EV technology, the charging speeds are not the fastest on level 3 power. But if you plan to do most of your charging at home using only level 2 power, then it's not really much of a concern. Aside from that, the Bolt EUV is pretty hard to find fault with. It has a great driving feel with lots of power and performance. It has a well-designed interior with lots of good technology and plenty of interior space too. For anyone working with a smaller budget and just wants to get into EV ownership for the first time, the Bolt EUV is a great starting point. But the Bolt is not the only good affordable EV that you can buy on the market right now. You can also take a look at this car, which is the Nissan Leaf. Much like the Bolt, the Leaf is one of the longest running and most affordable EVs that you can buy. Compared to most other EVs on the market, the Leaf is one of the most affordable options, and it also has one of the most well-proven reputations for long-term liability too. Nissan has been making the Leaf longer than almost any other electric car on the market, even going back before the original Tesla models. So if you want a solid EV with a proven reputation, the Leaf is a safe choice to go with. But the disappointment comes with that it has only an average driving range of around 220 miles or 360 kilometers. And that's with the bigger battery pack option. It also uses the harder to find and outdated CHAdeMO connector, instead of the far more common CCS connector that's found on almost every other electric car, which means that charging at high-speed level 3 charger might be a little bit more of a challenge. However, there's nothing special about the Leaf when it comes to its driving experience, technology, and performance. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the Toyota BZ4X and the Subaru Solterra. These two are quite the same vehicle, but from two different brands. Both crossovers were co-developed, so they shared the exact same platforms, the same drivetrains, and the same interiors and more or less the same styling. Although the Solterra comes standard with all-wheel drive, the BZ4X offers a choice of either two-wheel or all-wheel drive depending on your budget, with a range of up to 250 miles or 400 kilometers. And of course, these two are compatible with DC fast charging too. There's nothing especially spectacular about these crossovers when it comes to their performance, their design, or their features. But they give you almost everything that you could ask for in an affordable crossover and at a very reasonable price too. And last but not least, the Tesla Model 3. This car has the capability of range up to 360 miles or 570 kilometers on one charge with the long-range battery pack. And of course, being a Tesla, you have access to Tesla's amazing supercharger network, which is a huge bonus that you don't get with any other EV. However, there have been some quality issues with Tesla over the years. The Model 3 seems to be one of the better built and more reliable Teslas that you can buy, which works out quite well because the Model 3 also happens to be the most affordable Tesla that you can buy too. So for anyone who's looking to get into EV ownership, the Model 3 is still really solid there. After all, it's a Tesla. That's it for today's video, everyone. Let us know which car you like the most, and we will meet you in the next video.